All right, guys, we are back, and we have got the round 8 team roping winners, Paul Eaves and Colby Lovell. You know, Paul, that beard is pretty freaking impressive. I will tell you that Orrin Larson's getting all that attention for his mustache, and then, of course, Tilden Hooper for the hair, but, I mean, not a single person has mentioned the beard. I'll never have a beard like that. Ty will certainly never have a beard like that, but that's probably more impressive than the win tonight. Let's be real. Because if you give up team roping, it's 2 more inches, you're a lumberjack. You're good.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it has been tonight was a different night in the team. It looked more like round 1 tonight. I mean, a lot of slipped legs, misses. I mean, it was a rough go around, but you guys were able to come in pretty solid with the 4-3 and pull it off. I mean, we've seen faster nights, but I mean, you guys have been pretty consistent. You did have that was a pretty controversial crossfire, but I mean, so far, what has been your guys' opinion of the event?
Oh, it's been great. We've had, like you said, a couple weird things happen, and but I mean, it's been good.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you guys? Clearly, the start that you guys have had, it's pretty standard in rodeo throughout the year. Totally different than Thomas and Mack. But was there an adjustment period you guys had to make? And we got to watch you guys in practice a little bit when you first got those steers here. But what were you guys thinking going into it would kind of be the game plan to use this setup to your advantage?
I don't know, just get it. If it all comes down to getting a good start. If you get a good start right there at the barrier, kind of doesn't matter what you have. If you miss the start, the steer runs, and you're gonna have to hustle for a shot. And the steer can kind of be running loose wherever he goes. So it comes down to that start, getting a good start, and putting things together.
Yeah. I mean, and we've seen guys do it. We saw some pretty fast times. I think 3.6 so far has been the fastest for the rodeo. But with going forward, what do you guys think as far as the race? And I don't know where you guys sitting right now as far as you guys sitting 5th.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it. I'm kind of for where we're at and the average and everything. We just need to press and do all we can do in each round. So I ain't really paid attention to it much. Yeah,
and that's probably the key to it. But I mean, for you specifically, Paul, you're in there with quite a crop of heelers, and I mean, you're up there with those guys as one of the best. But it's been tricky on the heel side. It seems like I don't know if I'm not really sure what the thing is, but we've seen more issues on the heel side from guys than maybe the heading side. But what do you think is the key to making sure that you hit that corner and get 2 legs? Because I just don't remember an NFR with so many, one.
Most of the steers you can kind of leave with them and just get to a good spot wherever you need to. And then there's a handful that are either going left and you're going to have to be there. You're going to have to really ride, and then there's some that are kind of pulling right, and it really has made it hard on the headers. What it looks like they're throwing and separate, and steers there's a lot more right. So heeling just almost like a jackpot or roping, where you're trying to kind of place the steer in the arena a little bit more.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, you had said it, Colby, but I mean, the start's everything, and all the good runs we've seen, including your guys', it was being right on the barrier with the steer, and we've seen guys like Dustin really chuck a lot of rope and then run out of arena, which you wouldn't think would happen, but with the setup for you guys, I mean, it seems like taking the extra swing, being tight on the head side is kind of the key to consistency, and throwing half your rope with a long rope like Dustin does, it kind of bit him in the butt a couple times just running out of room. I think he actually hit the fence a couple nights ago, but yeah, I mean, what's been your opinion of that so far?
Oh, I think it all depends on the round, and what kind of start you get. And, I mean, like tonight, the round was a little bit softer. I got a good start, and I took an extra one just because last night I ran over myself just trying to make up for lost time of this week on a couple of steers, and then tonight I was just going to stay down and turn the cow and let Paul do what he does.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gives a header some relief when you got a guy like Paul back there, because very rarely does he not do his job. But kind of jumping around, we got to watch the Undercover Cowboy thing, and you were in that. How the heck did you handle that? I mean, I thought you were going to punch Trevor in the face.
It took me by surprise a lot. When it was happening, I thought I thought it was Patrick, or I had a pretty good idea it might be, but I didn't have any idea with Trevor.
Yeah.
And they dang sure ganged up on me.
That one was probably the funniest because they've been releasing them every day, but I don't think I've ever seen a guy as much of a deer in the headlights as you were on that thing.
I've had more texts and calls on that than
it's like congratulations on the NFR, but what was that like?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to see stuff like that though, because I mean our industry usually it's pretty dry and straight lace, and to see those guys doing that, I mean I don't know how Patrick crawled into those jeans though. That was probably the funniest part of the whole thing. I mean. He must have borrowed them from his wife.
That doesn't surprise me that he was wearing them though.
Didn't surprise you? Oh, he was pretty confident.
Patrick being Patrick.
Well, guys, we'll let you enjoy your round win. Congratulations on getting one of those buckles. I mean, there's only a couple of those suckers left, so for you guys to grab them, it's pretty awesome. And obviously, it's a different kind of rodeo, and it's a different kind of NFR, but. Yeah, I mean, it seems like everybody's really enjoying it. Granted, you can't do much after or really before, but you just show up and rope.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Good.
So, well, congratulations, guys. We'll let you get on and have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't you ever let that beard go nowhere. Guys, one thing is for sure, one thing I know for sure about myself and everybody in this room other than young Tyler is we are rural Americans, guys. With that comes a brand built just for us, Rural Cloth. Rural Cloth is for the guy who likes to hunt, fish, drive the back roads, drink the ice-cold beers, go to the bonfires, has him a dog in the back. If you got mud on your boots, Rural Cloth is the brand for you. Rural Cloth set out to create some of the highest quality clothing in the business, and they've got some great little taglines. The We Grow Beer hat is super popular. Thank you to Rural Cloth for the 20% off holiday discount that they're giving all the listeners to the Gauge podcast. Go to ruralcloth.com, type in the promo code GAUGE at checkout to get that 20% off. We've got till Saturday for you guys to use that. For some reason, if you're living under a rock, if you're not here with us, why that would be, I don't know. You'd be crazy not to be on this show right now listening. They've got 10% off for the remainder of the month. So if you do miss it, if you're one of those people, you come across this, I'm sorry you missed us, but go get that 10% off deal. It's Christmas. So there's something we learned a long time ago when we started the Gauge podcast. It's that you barrel racers, you guys will consume. If there's a barrel racer on the show, you guys will support us, and we thank you guys so much for that. Well, it's time to support the industry, guys. Go enter the Royal Crown Fraternity Derby and Open Barrel Race. Here's the deal. $65,000 added to the fraternity that will be in Bryan, Texas this February, or this coming February, rather. And they've got another race in 2021. They've got the one in August, which will be in Rock Springs. Go to RoyalCrownRace.com or find Royal Crown on Facebook today. Check out the stallions that are currently enrolled. Get those entry fees paid. There's no annual enrollment fees, and you still have time to enroll your stallion if you want to be a part of that. Go to RoyalCrownRace.com for more details.